Now, one last thing that we see before the episode closes is that Esther goes to blow out the candle in front of her. And then you see for a split second, this guy open his eyes and then it cuts to black. I had no idea what that meant. I was thinking, is this some kind of, Marvel's end credit scene? Or we're going to see something later on after the credits roll? Like, what's happening there? But I went back to episode 1. And that split second scene that you see at the end of episode 8 is the first scene in episode 1, where Stephen is the one opening his eyes. Now, guys, I really wish I could tell you the literary tools that they used and why that split second is so important and the meaning it evokes and the genius of these writers in putting this in. But I have no idea. I have no clue as to why they put that scene for a split second in there. The only thing I could kind of come up with was that, when you blow out a candle, it's easy to blow out because the coolness from your breath overwhelms the heat in the flame, so it blows it out. But when you're blowing on like a campfire, usually that helps it to spread and get bigger. And when they cut to the next scene where you see him open his eyes, you don't actually see Esther blow the candle out. She's just blowing on the flame. So just agitating it. So the only thing I thought about was that in episode 1, what happened was that the Holy Spirit came down and there were tongues of fire upon the disciples' heads. Maybe Esther blowing out or blowing on the flame is a callback to maybe an idea of maybe God blowing the Holy Spirit into the room, into the earth, and that fire being set ablaze on the disciples, and Stephen being awakened by the sound of that rushing wind coming in, kind of like the rushing, metaphorically, the rushing wind of the breath of Esther upon the flame. You know what I mean? Stephen is taken in by that sound plus the sound of the believer speaking in tongues, and he rushes out to go and figure out what's happening. And that is the beginning of the world changing forever. So in a way, it feels like they're kind of coming full circle for the season and tying it up in a bow. In a way, that's just what it comes to me. Let me know your own theories in the comment section down below, because I honestly have no idea. I'm not sure, but that's just my theory. Let me know what you thought about the whole show or even just this episode in the comment section down below. And I will be back again, hopefully with a fully recovered voice in another video. Bye.